So much for a slow news day.
Luther, you seem overly concerned about those robots attacking that rail whale. What's your involvement in this? You and I both know you made a deal with Brainiac 13 last time, Luther. Don't even think about doing it again, because I'll be watching you. Remember that. Metropolis is safe, and that's the most important thing. No matter what, I'll always be here to fight the never-ending battle for truth and justice. Always.
I mean, how can they put this much mayonnaise on tuna fish and expect people to eat it? It's not harm. It's too rich. Makes me queasy. The guy threw it at me. It bounced off, hit the ground. If you want, I could go around the world at super speed. I'll reverse the rotation of the Earth. We'll go back in time before it hit the ground. Take about 20 minutes. It's just that everything is super now. Superstar, supermodel, supermarket. I saw super glue the other day. It just kind of takes away a little from what I'm trying to do. You know, you are a petty, petty man.
I killed a hooker. She made a crack about me being faster than a speeding bullet, so I ripped her in half like a phone book.
Hey, Lois, ready to go to dinner? Ooh, on second thought, I got something I gotta do back on Krypton. I think we should see other people.
Lois, what's wrong? Oh my God, that's terrible. First every woman I've ever known, and now you guys.
The only way for me to solve this crisis is to be Superman 4, the quest for peace.
It's good to see you again, old friend.
Oh my. The only pictures left of Krypton. My mother helped me with this one. Thank you. You know, being a superhero, I get called away on missions all the time. I need some help raising him. Maybe if he could stay here. Great. See you around, Crypto. Oh, and good job, Superdog.
We're going to try and get into Star Labs and help those people. Superman out. Brainiac. I was wondering when you'd finally show your face. What are you doing here? Another Brainiac robot. He didn't take much. Just whatever was in these two. We need to find the real Brainiac. Now. Have you tracked down the meteor? I want a piece of Brainiac. Several sets of doors, each 2 feet thick, and made of pure osmium, the densest metal on Earth. If by talk you mean kicking Darkseid's ass into low orbit, only one way. Darkseid's going down.
It's been a few years, but it's really great to see you guys again. Brainy filled me in on everything. I'm thrilled you're going to be part of the team. We save our teammates first, then go after Imperiex at full strength. I know we're supposed to be related, but you remind me more of a friend of mine. Strong-willed, bit of a loner, and when the time came for him to be part of a team, he resisted. And while he never liked it, he'll tell you he did far more good as a member of that group than he ever could alone. It just took learning how to compromise.
I believed reports that my homeworld Krypton still existed, and I traveled half a universe only to discover I was wrong. It was nothing but a graveyard. I'm all that's left.
During the 5 years of my absence, much has changed. My mother is selling the farm and leaving Smallville. There's nothing left for me there. But even if Lois's article is right, and the world doesn't need Superman anymore, at least there's still a place for Clark Kent at the Daily Planet.
I can design a machine that receives faint transmissions from the distant future, sculpt a miniature sun from dwarf star matter, but I can't find a way to keep human cells from metastasizing. I wish I could help humankind by doing more than just being its resident strongman. One thing I've learned since arriving in Metropolis is that those in power don't always have the people's interests at heart. Leave the city in your hands? Not likely. You're self-righteous, misguided, my reflection in a cracked mirror. You have all my strengths and my weaknesses.
The planet Earth. Home. Some may call me an alien, but although I was born on Krypton, this planet is my own. A place I will defend against any threat, as will my allies. Because for me, Earth's people are my family. And my powers give me a responsibility to help and protect them, even though I cannot always be there. Because this is, and always will be, home.
This is what the government's afraid of, Diana. Us acting like vigilantes. That's what a lot of the others said at first, remember? And now Batman's a fugitive, the whole Justice Society's retired, and our man's dead. No matter how much good we do, deep down, people are always going to be scared of us. Isn't that why you and I signed those loyalty oaths? America was founded on the notion that a person should be free to follow his or her destiny. But we can't do that if we're living in fear of our own government. We need to reclaim this country for free men and women everywhere.
Something's wrong. My powers have been fluctuating ever since the battle with Darkseid. I came back to the fortress to try to discover what was wrong, and Sub-Zero attacked. What's happening to me? It must have a basis in magic. That explains the attacks on me and the rest of you, the strange fluctuations of our powers. All right, Lex, I'll trust you, for now. You get to the portals. I'll go to the Fortress of Solitude and pull up everything I know about Darkseid. No killing. If one of you steps out of line, believe me, I'll know.
They called me a soldier, but that just wasn't true. I was never a soldier. Soldiers always follow orders. A soldier knows and hates his enemy. A soldier only fights and dies for his own people. I just fought for what was right. People below screamed for someone to save them, not my people. But I never refuse a cry for help. All the lies they spread about me, the propaganda they engineered at the height of the Cold War, none of it mattered for a while on that bright afternoon. Just for a single moment, they realized I was here to save them.
You're from a parallel Earth. Your internal organs are reversed. Your heart is on the wrong side. Our first responsibility is to protect the Earth. But we're talking about millions of people. We can't just turn our backs. We have to go. We're not here to hide, Luthor. We're here to clean up your planet's mess. We're going to hit multiple targets at the same time. Teams of 2. All due respect, Lex, we aren't your Justice League. There's a saying on my world. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Sir, I stand up to guys more powerful than I am all the time. You can do the same.
Yes, Tribune, but I can only repeat again what we have said all along. The Justice League, that is my fellow defendants and myself, never meant to attack Rimbor or its inhabitants. We are not conquerors, not criminals. Our only interest is in peace. Nevertheless, it is the truth. We had no control over our actions.
How's the Hall of Justice coming along, Batman? The Flash keeps talking about this new training facility. I'm curious to try it out. Well, not to boast, but I'm not sure holograms will be much of a threat.
The walls must be lined with kryptonite.
This is all a hologram? It looks so real. Even feels real.
Batman, I'm getting weaker by the second. How long will these mud monsters keep coming? Batman, can you hear me? Gotta focus my strength.
I'll take the Joker back to Arkham Asylum myself.
You win, Luthor. I'm dying. The world is yours, at least for the 3 weeks you have left before they execute you. So here's a challenge. All the things you said you would have done to benefit humanity if I hadn't been in your way, now's the time to prove it. Lex, I know there's good in you. No one can repair the sun but me, Lois. I'm turning into pure energy. And I only have one chance to save the world.
Hey, leave that kid alone. Bullying isn't cool. Well, I'm not really a fractions guy, but I guess I'll see what I can do. Where's your husband again? You know I don't have any special poster hanging powers, right? You need to stop selling these.
Very well, Jimmy. You've been a good friend, and I trust you'll keep my greatest secret to... Sorry, Jimmy. Metropolis is in danger. By the way, my super senses tell me your vital signs, metabolism, and organs are all completely normal. I think you'll make a full recovery. Batman, what brings you to Metropolis? The silent alarm just went off inside. Looks like we're after the same criminal. Keep a close eye on Luthor. He's a slippery one. Why don't you stick around? It'll be fun to work together again. Great. I just need to make a stop first.
Then I'll get right to it. You have to go back into retirement. You're upsetting too many people. Why do you always have to be like this? You played right into their hands last time. When the parents' groups and the subcommittees came after us, you're the one they pointed to. You act like a criminal, and you answer to no one. You know, we almost had this talk 10 years ago, when you wouldn't go along with the deal we made. Everyone else agreed. Diana went back to her people. Hal left the planet. Do you even remember why you retired? Look, either shut it down, or one of these days, someone with authority is going to tell me to come stop you.
Hey, are you okay? Where's that indestructible kid I was arguing with a couple of hours ago? Kira, whatever it is, it's disabled. It's not going to do any harm. These probes must be how he searches for planets. And if this one didn't contact him, someday one will. I need to finish what your father started. Isolate this robot's comm signal, scan for others like it, and find Brainiac first. Plus, if you're right, there could be 100,000 Kryptonians alive and trapped on that ship. I need your help. Kara, if you run, he'll never stop. But here on Earth, you have powers. This is your chance to fight back. We can beat him.
But Flash's life is. Waiting is the worst part. I've notified Star Labs to ready a cozy little cell for you, Professor. Best to keep your mouth shut, if you don't want bugs in your teeth.
Sorry, Lex. Sounds more like an insane plan from a deranged mind, and we're gonna have to put a stop to it. Justice League, into action! Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, get those controls away from Lex. Cyborg, Batman, and Robin with me. I need the three of you to save as many lives as you can. The rest of us have to stop the Time Trapper once and for all. You two kids did great out there. You should consider sticking around. The Justice League could really use your help in a fight. Well, you're always welcome here. You two are fine young superheroes. You should be proud.
So, what can you do? I can still see you. The creature that attacked me had one of those boxes you have. A friend of yours, I assume? He blew up. So I'll ask you, what are these boxes for? Talk, while you still can. You've made your point, Bruce Wayne. Well, it's not Kryptonian. We had him here too. Figured that was life in the big city. You think the disappearances and these things are connected? We're not a team, but I am pleased to meet some folks who get me.